first climb of the day was Power Surge V2. I decided to hop on this to warm up because it was super cold out. It was like only a couple degrees, so I was freezing. My hands were so cold. I did some stretches and stuff, like warm-ups off the wall, but I do feel I need to like warm up on rock as well to like really get my body ready. So I was like, yeah, I'll do this one. I've done it before, but it did not quite go like that. Pretty much this climb starts on two blocky underclings. From there you go up right to this sloping ledge, bump up again, and then match on another sloping ledge. Then from there you make some powerful moves up to a kind of jug and then up over the bulge. But pretty much the two sloping ledges are completely polished. It's a dike feature, so it doesn't really have any texture at all, and I was just like sliding off it. I could not stick for the life of me. So yeah, pretty much I just struggled on this to warm up, but it did get my body moving, so. So this next climb that I got on was literally right over from Power Surge. This is Shazam, it's a V4, and I had never touched this one before. I honestly didn't really know it existed until this day, just because I was hanging out with friends, so I wanted to stick in the area, and they had projects right next to it. And this one looks easier than it climbs, because I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks pretty relaxed. Pretty much you start on like, it's just like a crimpy rail all the way up that curves, and then you have to stand up on your heel and then reach up for a crimp and then up to the top, which in theory shouldn't be too hard, but this one was just an awkward body position. So the first couple holds were good, and you can make some good powerful moves on them, but the very top of that rail is very sideways, so to pull yourself up is really awkward and shouldery, but I was able to do it, and you'll see later me and Justin kind of work on beta. So after watching Justin complete this climb on his flash go, which was so sick to see, he was actually able to give me beta to help, which I always appreciate. Pretty much I was going for a crimp that was way further to the left, but he found one that's literally straight up from the rail, and that just like helped me not have to pull over onto my heel as much to be able to reach the next hold. So on this go, I stayed the same where I bumped up right to a fairly good hold and then bumped up again, and that's the awkward hold. That's like kind of sideways and you don't really know where you want to hold it. That's best. But then instead of trying to pull up way to the left and up, I could just reach straight up. So I could stay a little bit more locked off rather than having to like push over. It just made the move a little less shouldery. Once I got that crimp, which I barely had at this point, but I held on for dear life, I was able to just match on another nearby crimp that was super good and then go up to the top. So I was super happy with this end because it only went in a couple goes, which is one of the fastest for V4 for me.
Nice!
Good work.
That's hard.
Sick.
Yeah.
That looks spicy. That does look
It's
spicy.
awkward.
One high gas them and...
Woo!
Yeah, one pass.
Good job.
Yeah, come on. Sick. So this next climb was in a new area. It's in Gibbs Cave, which I had somehow never been to, even though I've climbed in Squamish for like, I think 3 seasons now. So 3 summers of climbing there, and I hadn't gone here, which is crazy. It's like, I don't know, I think it's a pretty popular area for people in Squamish, but yeah. So I was suggested to do this one called Harry's Rail. It's a V1. The pads were like under another climb, and they said it was really easy and that I should go see, but it actually goes down into a huge pit, and as you'll see in a minute, I did not do the climb. I didn't feel comfortable without pads or anything and no spotter, so I just kind of felt some start holds and then said, nope, I don't want to do this. So this next one, I was pretty sure it was a down climb. I can't find it in my guidebook anywhere, but I kind of just wanted to touch rock. We were super lucky and it hadn't been raining all of October. Update, it's November and it rains all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to take advantage of the dry weather before it was gone. So here's a possible down climb.